Well, you better look out if you want me to talk about Christmas, because I could really rattle on for far too long than that you never want to know. But to give you an instance, in my family, the only time my sister and I had a problem is I would not let her open her Christmas presents until after we had breakfast. Now, wait a minute. The scene is everybody rushing into the room with the tree and the presents or coming down the stairs. Immediately, slam, bang. No way. I put the brakes on, and she couldn't stand me for that. And how I love to go downtown and see the Christmas windows. It didn't make any difference of how big your Christmas was at home. Our city had so many wonderful stores and so many wonderful windows that you could soak it up and find out. And as it turns out, and I haven't had a chance to talk about this yet, LS Ayres was only one of those stores, but everything that ever happened to me, they started. I did my first radio program from the 8th floor auditorium at LS Ayres. I was the Easter Bunny at LS Ayres, and that's a wild story in itself. So I took particular note of their windows, and I so wish we could go back to those kinds of times. Anytime I got together with the kids and Santa Claus, and it's interesting how you make things work. Many of the shopping malls would say, "Oh, I don't need you fellas anymore. We just use Santa Claus in the mall." But I said, this is the creative talent going to work here. But I said, what are you going to do while those children are waiting in line to see Santa Claus? I said, we can entertain them. So this continued to let us have things around that. But no, Santa was such a wonderful figure, and I was such a Christmas person in Hal Fryar's life that it was easy to want to do as many different situations as we could with Santa. So we spent a good bit of time around the Christmas visiting Santa Claus, that's for sure. How could I forget Christmas trees? I know it happens in many families. I wasn't the only one. But my mom and sister were frozen by the time I got finished picking out a tree. And then later, as a father, the kids would say, come on, it's too cold to be standing out here. All of them, they were willing to take any of them, but mine had to be perfect. It had to have the top, the 4 branches, then the next number of branches. Had to be, and then I was so unmechanical, the later skit we did about a car and which end do you put it in, I, to this day, can't fix a flat tire. And so for me, to know which end to put a Christmas tree in, I think was some car, you know, that had the motor in the wrong end or something like that. And so the fun was in my actual lack of knowledge of what I should do there. But trees, again, were a wonderful part of Christmas.